morning, everyone. Before I begin, I want to ask you all something. When you heard the topic for today as rooted to rise, what's the first image that came to your mind? Just hold on to that image. We will get back to it later. For me, the first thing I imagined was a tall forest tree, and then an entire forest, hundreds of trees standing tall together. A tree grows tall only because their roots run very deep, and that's how the forest survives, not alone but together. When I understood, it hit me. This is exactly how we humans and the businesses should also grow. To rise, we need something to hold on to our values, our purpose, our environment. I grew up in a traditional Marwari family where women mostly ran the home and men went out to work. Nobody used the word sustainability at home, but I saw it being practiced every day. My mother used to reuse every single thing in the house. Many people joked about it, but I thought it was a genius idea. I and my siblings used to win several craft competitions in school because of this. My nanny was the same. She turned every piece of cloth into something useful. And I still use multiple upcycle bags given to her till date. These aren't just upcycled bags for me. They are reminders of time when sustainability wasn't a concept. It was common sense. Is there anything in your home that was repaired, repurposed, or upcycled by your grandparents or your ancestors? Maybe an old trunk, an old quilt, a dress, or a furniture. If you, if you have still kept that piece with you till date, do ask yourself, why does it still matter to you? And then what suddenly happened? Where did it all go wrong? Our rivers started filling with plastic, our homes started filling with things we threw away too quickly, and life became very fast, but not necessarily better. After school, I got a chance to travel across India for my higher studies, for my job, for several internships I did before coming back to Varanasi. I lived across different uh, areas of India, from Mandala block in Madhya Pradesh, which was struck by poverty, to place like Auroville, which is a place known for creativity and innovation. I saw communities down south of India where people practice traditions of reuse and recycling and simple living. I saw young people excited about sustainability, creating festivals around sustainability and taking so much pride in foregone knowledge. And that's when a small thought formed to me. What if we could make sustainability a part of everyday life again? That thought became the seed of Scrapshala. Like a sapling, we started tiny. One bottle, one artisan, one idea. And it grew because the intention behind it was very strong. Scrapshala didn't begin as a company. It was an initiative by my mother, who had been a homemaker all her life. It began with me, my mother, and my school friend Kriti. We were just trying to make something small and meaningful. With lot of nervousness, we put our first stall at Assi Ghat, a crowded public space in Varanasi. We displayed 100 hand painted glass bottles, which were all done by my mother. People crowded us, some even questioned us, some even laughed at us, some smiled, and some even bought our products. The first 100 people who bought our product didn't buy our product because it looked perfect to them. They bought it because they loved the intention behind the products. That day I understood people don't always buy products. Sometimes they buy stories. Sometimes they buy honesty, and sometimes they buy courage. Those first 100 strangers later became the root of our community. As we kept working, one thing became clear. Upcycling shouldn't look like just an option. It should look beautiful, useful, and something worth owning. So then we realized that we needed to change something. We went to people who knew craft better than us, local craftsmen of Varanasi. They weren't just our employees, they were creators. They unknowingly became our educators. I don't have any degree in product designing, and even after 9 years, Scrapshala never had a formal principal designer. Our design philosophy had always been very, very simple. Use common sense, respect the material, and keep your intention clear. We soon began working closely with multiple artisans. The first few artisans who joined our company were Mr. Munare Prajapati, a wooden toy maker from Varanasi, Mr. Pradeep Kumar, a very young guy who later became our head carpenter, Mrs. Sheila, who still weaves our old tires into strong, beautiful chairs. With these artisans, we created our very first catalog, 50 beautiful products without any Pinterest board, without any design degree or any fancy tools. Just tradition, careful observation, and simple common sense. You might be thinking, is it really that easy to build a team? Of course not. While the older artisans understood our idea instantly, it took nearly 10 times more effort to convince younger artisans to join us, and even more time to make them stay. I still remember 20-year-old Pradeep, our youngest carpenter, asking me, why are we using old wood full of nails? Why can't we use new plywood? Why to take twice the effort to create same furniture? And to be very honest, his questions were valid. He grew up in a world where new meant better and fast meant successful. But slowly things began to change. And as we tried explaining our artisans why we are doing this, and as our artisans started interacting with customers who bought our products and valued our work, and people started seeing the impact we were creating, we started getting a lot of recognition, the mindset of artisans shifted. And that's a beautiful thing that happened to us. Once artisans started believing in our purpose, they carried our mission stronger than us. They became the ones who brought new artisans to our venture. They helped us grow a community of artisans, because when roots are strong, the whole tree grows, not just one branch. One thing I noticed about artisan is this: none of them ever used the word sustainability, yet everything they did was highly sustainable. They used what was available, they made things to last, they wasted nothing. They lived this way naturally in their houses also, until the world moved towards faster, cheaper, and disposable things. Their creativity didn't come from having a lot. It came from awareness. That's when I realized sustainability isn't a new idea, it's a memory. It's in our genes. A memory our grandparents lived every day during their time. Our ancestors used material like clay, wood, cotton, things that earth could easily take back. But today, we use materials that earth doesn't know how to deal with. Every product we buy, every box we open, every instant order creates waste that will outlive us. And this isn't a problem few people can solve. This problem needs everyone at every layer. This is why upcycling matters. Upcycling is not recycling, it's rethinking. It's giving material a longer life, a new story, and a new purpose. Being rooted is not just about knowing where you come from. It's about having the strength to handle whatever comes your way. Forests survive storms because their roots are intertwined. They support each other underground. Humans are no different. The stronger our connection to traditional knowledge, community, and planet, the stronger we become as individuals during uncertain times. Remember that one weird but effective nani dadi remedy that solved your problem when no doctor could help you heal. Remember how Chanakya's teaching, written so long ago, are still studied in premium institutes like IIMs. These things still survive because they are validated by experience. And in a world where technology will keep getting faster, we need that kind of strength, the strength that comes from nature and not noise. In the future, the people who will survive won't be the fastest ones. They will be the ones who are most grounded, most connected, and most aware. Slowly, Scrapshala became the place where we practiced these beliefs every single day. We still do. We began with almost nothing: scrap wood, old tires, old textile waste, glass, metal scrap, and just few artisans willing to experiment with us. People around us, including family, asked us, who will buy your product? Is this even hygienic? Why are you even doing this? Slowly, gently, the shift began. People saw in beauty, people started seeing beauty in everything they threw earlier. They questioned their own habits. When they saw we were making money out of things they threw, the mindset shifted, and a new category got created called as upcycled products. Every product sold connected us deeper to our initiative and purpose. Ever since we have started, we have received thousands of messages: how can I join, how can be part of your initiative? And majority of these messages come from women from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. women who wanted to learn, earn, and create from home. That's when I realized Scrapshala wasn't just a business. It was becoming a space for people, especially women, to discover their confidence, creativity, and identity. And I understood when your roots grow strong, your rise becomes a path for others' rise too. Over the years, I have learned something simple. The deeper your roots, the wider your reach. And honestly, isn't this the greatest marketing lesson we are still taught? The more deeply we are connected with our customers, the more they help us improve our product, and the more they shape our growth. I believe that being rooted in purpose gives you stability. Being rooted in community gives you belonging. And being rooted in planet gives you direction. A direction no trend or algorithm can ever replace. But there is something else too. Even the strongest root struggle in the polluted, unhealthy soil. You can have the best clarity, ambition, and passion about something, but if the environment around you is not good, your growth will always be limited. So take care of the place where you are growing in, your surroundings, your relationships, your planet. A forest can't rise without healthy soil, and neither can we. So I want to leave you with this thought. If a tree can rise only by growing deeper into the earth, maybe we should also return to our roots, whatever these roots mean to you. Because being rooted to rise isn't just about sustainability, it's about remembering where we all come from. So that whatever we build next stands taller, lives longer, and grows stronger. The question isn't can we rise? Definitely we all can rise. The real question is whatever we are, what do we choose to root ourselves in and where we choose to root ourselves in? Thank you.